Hey everybody, I'm Julie.
And I'm Heather.
And we're Nadine the band. And we're sisters, musicians, kind of YouTubers. This is the series where we drive around and talk about stuff. It's called Life in the Single Lane.
So this episode of Life of the Single Lane, we are going to be talking about types. Do you have a type? Are types even a thing?
Types. What you find attractive in another human being. Okay, Heather, what's your type?
Like, what is a type? I guess we should figure that out first.
I wonder if maybe you can have two types. Like you can have a look type and then a personality type. And I would say they probably don't always go together.
There's definitely guys that I have found to be very attractive, and then their personalities make me want to barf.
Yeah, and then you get to know them and it's like, no. And then there have been people where like, kind of off the bat, it's like I don't think much about what they look like, but then you get to know them and then they are very attractive.
Yes.
Well, I used to not think that I had a type either. I used to think I'm so eclectic. I like all kinds of guys, and I think I do. I find a lot of different people attractive, but I have noticed that there is a specific look in guys that I tend to go for.
Okay, what is that?
Well, I will say it is the opposite of tall, dark, and handsome.
You like short, pale, and squishy?
From what I've seen, it seems like guys kind of have a little bit of an issue with women not being attracted to shorter guys. With the exception of one friend I've had, I've never known a friend or a person in real life who has had an opinion on tall guys versus short guys.
It's really not that much of an issue.
It's never, height has never come up when talking to other women about guys for me.
So height is not a factor in your type.
Well, actually,
okay, here we go.
I like guys just a little shorter. I don't like to be loomed over.
I think just like an average size guy is fine. Like, I have no extreme wants that are like difficult to obtain. So piggybacking off of that, not wanting a man too tall, because that's kind of an extreme and feeling like overpowered. I also don't want a man that's too big. And I don't just mean like weight, I mean like insane muscles.
Big, beefy bodybuilder guy.
I don't think I want someone who can obviously overpower me.
What you're saying is that we have control issues.
Yes.
Yeah. Big, muscular men, they seem great when you're watching them in like the Avengers series or something. But if you saw someone like that in real life, what would it feel like? Like to be in the presence of that much muscle? Are we just way into average? Maybe it's because we consider ourselves to be fairly average.
I want to feel like we're in the same league.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't want this person who's just like insanely hot, insanely active and in shape, and I'm over here like, oh, you want to go for a walk? We can do that.
We can stroll if it's not too hot out. I'm trying to gauge how attractive someone is versus how attractive I am. And then me, I've got body image dysmorphia.
Yeah.
So I have no freaking idea what I look like.
I think you tend to like, you put yourself down more than you should, and you would rate yourself like much lower than you actually are.
And I'll just take your word for it. I would put me at a 6. We're in California, but we're in small town California.
Yeah, that's true. Regionally, it makes a difference where you live.
Big town California, I'm like 2.
Oh God. We want to move there? Oh jeez.
I want to go and be a solid 2 in LA.
If you're a 2, then I'm
2. Okay, if I'm a 2, you're like a 4, bitch. Heather, is there just any little feature about someone that you kind of can't resist?
Teeth. Really nice teeth. Straight, with like a really nice, genuine smile. Teeth are actually a fantastic indicator of health. That would be on kind of like an evolutionary basis.
I would say that one thing that I kind of can't resist is blue eyes.
So blue eyes can also help as like an evolutionary indicator of health. Not that blue eyes are healthy, but it's called the limbal ring around your eye. So that dark ring around your eye, the darker it is and the thicker it is, that denotes youth and health. So you can see that in people with blue eyes. It's harder to see the limbal ring in people who have darker colored eyes.
Do I have?
Mine is pretty dark, and I think that's why people always tell me I have crazy eyes.
They are really dark.
Can you see my eyeball?
Oh, you have a good limbal ring. I do really like blue eyes, but I've never been with anybody with blue eyes.
I haven't either. I've never dated a blue-eyed guy. I've only watched them from afar.
I think the biggest thing about my type is not even the way they look, but it's their personality. I have to vibe with someone's personality. I have to find their personality attractive in order to find the way they look attractive. I'm into like kindness.
Yeah.
And people who are genuine and caring and funny.
Don't be loud in movie theaters. Honesty.
Yeah.
But not unnecessary, brutal honesty. I hate that.
That's another part of adaptability. It's like when people don't know that you shouldn't be brutally honest in this moment, like, read the room, figure it out. So do you think that your type is basically just a version of you?
Oh, I hadn't considered that in short, pale, squishy people.
Oh my God, let's list the celebrities we think are attractive.
Yes. So celebrities, they're a good way to kind of, rate the extremes of attractiveness. Because I don't know too many people in real life. Attractive celebrities. Okay, well, the Avengers.
I like Bucky, the Winter Soldier. I like Falcon. And it's probably because we watched the show and I got to know them. Yes. And I like their personalities, and then they became very attractive. We didn't think Captain America was attractive. Chris Evans wasn't attractive until like the third movie. And then it was like, oh, it's because we like his personality.
Yeah.
Now,
we got to
super hot.
Yeah, we got to know him like on Twitter and like his actual human personality.
Yes,
and now he's super hot. Can you imagine that? Chris Evans not being attractive enough.
Right.
Bucky, the Winter Soldier. I was attracted to him before we even knew what his face looked like.
Yes,
though.
no.
So what does that mean?
That's a bad boy.
Okay.
So you were attracted to the bad boy.
Okay.
I was too.
And then of course the Hemsworths. But then that's who I think of. I think of Chris Hemsworth when we talk about the muscles, and it's like, but if we were around that much muscle in real life, how would we feel about that? Would it be too intimidating? Or would all of a sudden I'd be like, yes, pick me up like a rag doll?
Maybe.
People like Dan Stevens give me, yes.
It's the eyes.
The eyes. Because as Matthew in Downton Abbey, like, oh my gosh, you guys, pale squishy man.
He was pale squishy.
And then he evolved into pale hard man.
Like Li Shang from Mulan.
Li Shang from Mulan.
Bam. Yes.
Bamable. Took it like way extremes. Yeah, these are not average people. These are exceptional people.
Yeah.
None of these people would ever be interested in me unless they are. And if that is the case, if you find this YouTube channel that has 370 subscribers, you leave a comment down in the comments. Brendan Fraser. That is it. That is man crush #1 of my life. Well, okay, honestly, man crush. Ground zero.
Well, Uncle Jesse.
I was gonna say, honestly, Uncle Jesse might be ground zero, but he paved the way for Brendan Fraser. Okay, so that's it. That's where it started. That's
Uncle
where this
Jesse, dark
Uncle
hair,
Jesse.
blue eye, sculpted face. Oh
That's
my
where
god!
Oh my god, we're learning so much about ourselves. We're just going all over the place.
We are, yeah.
Because we just talked about how we love like a sculpted Superman look.
Yeah.
And now I'm over here like, no, I want a little round, chubby baby face.
Yeah.
With dimples. All over the place.
Maybe we just solidified the fact that we don't actually have types.
We don't have a type. Because...
Maybe we don't.
Oh. That almost makes me feel better, realizing I don't have a super solid type, because that means there are options.
So the personality has to be there for me to be attracted, especially like on a relationship level.
Good or bad personality is also subjective. There could be a guy, I just think his personality's great, and you're like, Julie, he's so obnoxious. That's what people kept telling me about all my exes, Julie, they're awful. They're terrible. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Do you feel like your type has changed? Like your personality type that you're interested in?
Probably.
I feel like you wouldn't be into that anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Back then, I think I was probably into more of the stereotypical, like, bad boy musician type. And now I think it's broadened into other arts. How about you? Well,
yeah, I don't think I've ever been attracted to like a bad boy in real life.
I want somebody who has maybe a softer personality. I feel like I am moving more drastically further away from my old type than you have.
Yeah.
And maybe it was because my old type was very drastic. You kind of like that alternative vibe, but you weren't as into it as I was. I was into it to the point where it was like bad boys. And guess what? Bad boys are bad for you.
Yes, they are.
So that was a bad type for me. Now, I'm like Swedish marshmallows, basically.
Maybe the ideal type for me is a guy that looks like a bad boy, but is cute, but is actually extremely sweet and goofy and intelligent.
Yes!
That's my type.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, types. We talked a lot about the way people looked today, but I think when it comes down to it, our ultimate types are good personality. I've been extremely attracted to some not classically attractive people. Same. Because I got to know their personality. It doesn't matter if you're a California 2. If
California 2s were undeniable.
Let's talk about your types in the comment section.
Everybody, let us know down in the comments, what is your type?
Are you into a certain look? Are you into a certain personality type? Is there something that a potential partner must have to be your type? Yes. Do they absolutely have to look like Shrek? That's what I want to know.
That's
like,
a really hard standard to reach, okay?
That is a tough body standard, Shrek.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming to our channel. Let us know down in the comments what you thought about this video. What is your type? Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, press that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a video. We post a video once a week, every